My name's Philip Durbin. We farm in the Chew Valley area. We're dairy farmers. We got a herd of 300 pedigree Guernseys. Our main income, or our main enterprise, is milk production, but we also have some beef and sell surplus young stock. We're currently testing today. That's one of many tests we've had to go through in the last 19 months. This would be the 7th test. Over that time we've lost, up till now, 71 animals, mainly in the milking herd, which has been a very sad loss. The actual TB testing, the first day the cattle are brought in, they're given 2 injections in the neck by the vet, and 3 days later the skin readings would be taken from the injection site. Obviously we got more staff in to help get the cattle in. Generally the first day's fairly easy, but on the day that they do the reading, which is 3 days later, the cattle obviously know what's going on and they don't want to come back in from the fields, and rather than come to call, they have to be almost driven back in. We feel like every test we feel as though we're on a knife edge, like we don't know how many cows we're going to lose, so it's fingers crossed today. I'm the third generation farmer on this farm. Over the last 40 years we've built up a herd of cows, which there must be at least around 70 cow families. Each cow has a name. They're all pedigree. It's a very sad day when the cattle have shown up positive. Not only on the day that the test shows it's a reactor, but the day that actually have to be loaded up onto the lorry is a very sad day. It can get very emotional. From a business sense, TB has really affected us. We've been closed down. You sort of feel as a farm alienated because we can't go to take any animals to shows. We can't go to local markets, support local markets. We can only take our cattle to slaughter. The testing day itself stressed the cattle and ourselves, so we've got a reduced milk production on that day. And since we lost so many animals over this 18-month period, again we've had quite a dent in our milk production, so that has quite a big dent on our bottom line. And going forward we won't have quite so many replacements because we haven't had the cows there to breed from. What may have caused the outbreak back in January 2010, well, as we're closed herd, we don't buy in any animals, and we haven't done for the last 3 years. My finger tends to point at mainly the badgers. Just after our tests back in the spring of 10, when we come out first thing in the morning, I did catch at least 2 badgers in our feed troughs, which then really points the finger at them being the source of the problem. So whether they were actually urinating or defecating on the feed and the cattle are actually eating it, so they could have been infected with TB, and that's the way it's been picked up. But since then we've improved our troughs, feed troughs and cattle housing. If we go clear today and we feel that the source of infection of the badgers that might be still out there, it's a big cloud over our heads really. If the government decide to go ahead with the badger control, it's some light at the end of the tunnel. Something's actually been done. The problem's actually been managed. As it is not managed. As with anything, if left unmanaged, it can spiral out of control like it has